We are back with another edition of the League of the Genuine Conversations with me, your host, Fred Muwema. As you can see, we are right in the middle of a health club or a gym or fitness center right here at the Protea. We apparently have issues as well in this area of fitness and health. We have Coach Bob, Robert Sevugwawo, we call him Coach Bob. He is here to take us through what he understands to be the problems or the issues around counterfeits or fakes in this area, both in equipment and in the exercises or the things we do in doing the exercises here. Coach Bob,
yes.
First of all, just tell us about yourself, because we have everybody calling themselves a trainer these days.
Yes.
Everybody who can put some kanyama and some muscles, he says, I'm a coach, I'm a fitness guy. Are you the real coach? Are you a real fitness guy?
Yes.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm a real fitness guy and a real fitness coach. Briefly about my background in this very passionate career that I love most in my life. I started liking fitness when I was 7 years old. And I could play all the sports while in school. But as I got at 15 years old, I came across a story about Arnold Schwarzenegger, the world global bodybuilding champion, the movie actor, the former governor of California, and also a leader in his different capacities. That story of Arnold inspired me to become like him. And I realized that I had the abilities and the capacity to do that. For a while, between 7 years and 15 years, I used to play football. And I had a very good friend of mine, Mr. Edgar Watson, who is the current CEO of FUFA here in Uganda. And we played football together until when I realized when I went to my A-levels that football was not going to be my thing.
You are too strong for it.
I was too strong for it. Because when I went to the gym and I could work out my legs, they came out, I could see the muscles, and comparing to the story that Arnold Schwarzenegger used to be a footballer but he was not good. But when you want to work out in a gym and the coach told him, you can be a better bodybuilder. So I took the same path.
So you are a professional bodybuilder. You're skilled in this, or you just went and started hitting?
When I hit it, I skilled in it. I competed, went to England when I was still at Makerere University, got a bronze medal.
You are part of Mr. Uganda?
Yes, I was part of Mr. Uganda. Then after that, when I was in England, I was spotted. I was invited to go to United States, where I went in California, and that propelled me to make sure that I could become the best that I could be in bodybuilding. While in California, I joined what they call National Physique Committee. You compete as a natural bodybuilder. You don't use steroids, you don't use drugs. You just compete as a natural bodybuilder. So when I competed through that National Physique Committee in California, I think that totally showed me that I was competent to become a future global
An expert. So for how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since I was 19 years, and I'm 50 now. So that's roughly like 31 years. So I have the experience, I have the passion, I have the education. After winning several awards in bodybuilding while in California, the coaches who spotted me advised me rightly that I should go and study more about fitness, regardless of the economics I had studied in the university, and then nutrition.
So you've studied fitness?
I've studied fitness. And I have awards, certifications, I have diplomas, I have gotten distinguished credentials in the fitness. And I've done so much in fitness that I used to work with the University of Southern California, the Department of Global Health, that specializes in preventive health. So now this is what makes me to be an authority in what I'm talking about. And with the global exposure coming from Uganda going to United States, that
You've lived in the US for how long?
I've lived in the US for almost 22 years.
You have family there?
I have family there. So,
So you're in the US and here?
I'm in the US and here. And through all that course, I felt that I had to give back to Uganda, that Uganda is the one that made me. After realizing there are so many things that were going wrong, as you mentioned earlier, there are some trainers who can just put on muscles and say, I'm a trainer, I'm a fitness coach, but they do not have
without the
authenticity,
the expertise. So before we go into the fake trainers, fake exercises, just a little more background. So you've been in Uganda for quite some time. Exactly. I think I first met you 15 years ago or something. So what are you doing here in Uganda in respect to your profession?
What I'm doing here is to be a champion, an advocate of proper fitness training, proper nutrition, proper personal health management, proper preventive health practices, and then also raising awareness and sensitization to all population segments. Now that we have the modernity, we have the young children between the 15 and 20 years, these children, they live artificial lives. Someone just believes that he can become something without putting in hard work. And that shows that
we are giving them burgers and KFC and fast foods. And
yes, so like,
and then we even have obesity now among
exactly.
kids.
You see, if you see, that lifestyle has brought what we call lifestyle diseases, the non-communicable diseases, the obesity, the overweight, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, heart diseases, name it all. When the children are still young, you can go to the university now, you find a student who is 20 years, but he has diabetes. How is he going to make it to my age? I can tell some people my age and they don't believe it, but because I'm using the real natural science and the right guidelines.
I have seen, I think I saw a video, you went and it was a judges conference.
Yes.
You went and you were telling the Chief Justice Emeritus was there, Principal Judge Emeritus, and you were telling the judges, get up, stand up, exercise, stretch. Was that for sure, or do you actually do serious fitness regimes with government institutions like judiciary and so on? Apart from that skit I saw there.
No, I do a serious fitness regime.
So you work with who now?
I help the police. I help the Parliament of Uganda. I help...
You help them to do what?
To get the right regimens of fitness, to get into the fitness culture, doing the right things, eating the right food.
How do you do it in Parliament?
In Parliament, I go to different committees that Parliament has, and I do get time to have a conversational meeting with them, and then demonstrate to them that given their different lifestyles and fitness levels, what can they do?
How do you demonstrate? You go in a committee when they are busy questioning people and passing budgets and tell them to do exercise there, or do you have a gym at Parliament?
There is a gym at Parliament, but because I need to reuse different avenues to make sure that I outreach, because as you know...
So you take the MPs to the gym?
Yes, I guide them to go to the gym at an appropriate time when they are not busy. And then still, like the avenue I'm telling you, the one of meeting, is like when they sit for a long time, I totally believe that after 3 hours, someone has exhausted, he has oversat, he needs to stand up and do something moving his body, because I've come to realize that simplifying exercise is something very important for all busy people. And scientifically, I have evidence that shows if someone is physically and psychologically fit, his productivity will be higher. His stress management styles will be different, and he will be more creative and innovative, and he will be a happier person. So I use my different avenues to outreach the legislators and tell them, yes, I know you're busy, but every 2 hours try to get into something that can help your physicality, can help your mind and psychological setup.
So you're working with the judiciary, Parliament, police.
Yes, and I also help the UPDF.
You train the UPDF also?
Yeah, I get the TOTs. I conduct TOT, what we call trainers of trainers. They come in, train them, give them the right guidelines, the regiments that they can go and teach other officers, because as you know, army is a very demanding profession, and you cannot be an army officer if you're not physically and mentally alert. As I can give an example, that President Yoweri Museveni, the president of the Republic of Uganda, is one of the fittest leaders in Africa or the world that has done things that are visible, and he has lived that fitness lifestyle. One of the things that has helped him to achieve so much that some other people might not be able to achieve is because he's very strictly disciplined about his fitness lifestyle.
He actually does exercise.
He actually does
because
exercise.
Some people watching this may, I think sometime he was doing press-ups, and then
does,
some people were talking on social media that he actually didn't do it. Then there was also a time he walked.
Yes.
I think tracing the steps, the bushway in Luwero.
Yes.
Did he actually walk?
Yeah, he does walk. He does walk. He does, I should say, he does cross-training, where you can see him doing push-ups, where you can see him walking, where you can see him doing his different body movements. And I want to assure you, Fred, that one thing, one capital that has helped him to be a global achiever, to be everything he is fitness. Because fitness brings good health. Fitness brings fierce mental capacity. Fitness brings problem-solving skills. Fitness brings stamina. Fitness brings stability.
Even
mentally. Because the job he does is a mental work. He needs to make sure how can he socialize with people, how can he assess and evaluate the needs and the problems of the nation, and he comes up with solutions. There is no way you can be such a leader when you're not physically fit. And I'm also talking from the same experience that I've been able to achieve what I've achieved in my life. It's just because I know that fitness is #1 foundation that I need in my human capacity production.
You see, what you are saying is it's not because we don't know about fitness.
Yes.
It is not because there are not many there are not many gyms these days. You see people running all over the place. I think the challenge for most people is not just going to the gym, but doing the right thing when you go to the gym.
You've stated it right.
You see?
Yes.
So the fakeness in the exercise industry is that people are not given the right instructions.
You've said it
so
right.
Somebody will buy an outfit for workout and he'll even post and say, I have been in the gym, I'm working out. But in actual fact, they are not doing the right exercise. And in some cases, they are hurting themselves.
Exactly.
We have actually got cases where some people even die doing the wrong thing. So we need, I think we're going to take a break shortly, but we need to know this notion of fake exercises. Does it exist?
It does exist. And I can demonstrate simply a few things for you to show you that.
So you can dress like me, go to the gym and just do fake.
Exactly. Because you're not guided well. Maybe someone who's trying to assume that is a fitness coach, is a fitness expert, does not know the science of what you're supposed to do. So it's very important to know the science and to be well guided with what you're going to do. So the bottom line, as you've stated it, there are so many people who want to put on whatever they put on. They do showbiz that they have gone to work out, or they get...
Show us a showbiz exercise, Coach Bob.
Okay.
Some people go to the gym and you find them like which exercise?
Yeah, so someone can come say the gym that when you go to the gym, you want to do push-ups because you saw President Museveni is doing push-ups.
Yes.
And then someone...
You want to beat him today.
Yeah, so someone does this, that is doing push-ups.
That is not a push-up.
That is not a
Maybe
push-up.
that's just a new style. Coach Bob, you don't know the modern way.
No. That's not.
What is the correct push-up?
The correct push-ups. Watch correctly. You have someone to guide you, or you have some knowledge, some information. You've read, you've got research. So maybe you have an expert behind you. You get like this, down like this. Your hands here. Your body perpendicular like that.
Must be straight.
Straight like that.
You don't lift up the...
Like that, perpendicular like that, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's the correct way of doing push-ups.
Can I also try? You said I can do. I don't usually do press-ups.
Yeah, you can do. So, okay, body good. 1. Do you see that even your chin is going down? Good. 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 Now, that's the correct form. That's good. That's the correct form.
Wow.
That's the correct form.
Okay.
You feel it?
Yeah, I feel good now.
You see?
We need to take a break now. Welcome back to the second segment of this League of the Genuine Conversation. We're right here in the center of the Health Club at Protea Hotel, and we are here with Coach Bob. We are discussing fakes in the fitness industry. And Coach Bob here, you were telling us about some exercises that we do wrong. You just demonstrated the press-ups. Maybe you can demonstrate something else. Because as a person who has been going to the gym for 20 years now, I see a lot of people come to the gym and they are on phone. They are conversing. Or they have the phone in front of them. They get a call, they get off, and is this you as an expert? Must you carry your phone to the gym, for example?
You've stated it very well, Fred, and it's something that I feel so bad about, that most people who go to the gym lack the gym etiquette or the fitness center etiquette. Because when you come to the gym, it's like you've gone to the hospital. You've come to something very serious. There is no way you can...
Isn't the gym actually a hospital? It prevents you from going to hospital.
Exactly, exactly. So that habit of coming to the gym and then your phone and you're trying to do another exercise is very wrong, because it can lead to other issues, things like injuries or doing things wrongly. So that is very wrong.
So you should not carry a phone.
Yes.
Then there are some people who come to the gym,
Yes,
and they find you there and they want to have a conversation to tell you about the party and so on.
Yes.
I thought that when you are in the gym,
yes,
your concentration is on, will I hit the target, the calories, the speed? It's not time to converse.
that's as you stated. It must be like that. When you come to the gym, you've come for serious business. Your physicality and mind must be concentrating on what you're going to do. So anything that is going to distract you, you don't need to come with it. Because like you've just stated, a gym is a hospital. There's no way you go to a doctor, the doctor is trying to interview you about what you've been going through.
Taking your blood sample and you...
And then you're on the phone. Does it make sense? Really? Or you're on the bed, you've been admitted, diagnosed with some serious disease, they are putting water on your hand, and then you're on the phone. That's wrong. So it's the same thing. So it's very important, and I appreciate this, Fred. You're going to help us to educate the nation, most especially here in Uganda, that the middle class and the people who feel they want to get into exercise, they do many things wrong. So this is one of the platforms that will help people to be educated, to know, if I go to the gym, what am I going to do? Think about it. You're going to do an examination. In an examination room, you're a lawyer. If you're going to take your bar exams, are you going to go with your phones? Really? It doesn't add up. So that's the kind of the discipline that you
need.
Yes.
There are certain things also, I think, which people need to understand.
Yes.
You cannot go to the gym on a full stomach.
Yes.
Or an empty stomach.
Exactly.
What do you say about that?
Yeah, so that is some of the science that you need to continue enlightening people, that when you go to the gym,
what is the genuine way? How should you, do you go 1 hour after eating? Do you go when you're hungry and light?
Genuine way would be you go 1 hour after eating, so that there's some food in your body and it's not too much. And maybe if you can even decide that before I go to the gym, I'll take light fruits and water. That's enough. The nutrients that are in those things will help you to have the energy. But you can't go to the gym when the stomach is full.
Or empty for that
or
matter.
empty, you know. Either way, you cannot be under or over. But you need to understand the science of pre-training.
But don't you think that it is wrong, therefore, for anybody to own and operate a gym when you don't know the science behind it? Because I see so many people, they get a space and all they do is buy machines. There is a gym. No instructions, nothing. For example, one of the most dangerous machines in a gym is the treadmill.
I agree with you.
People are losing their knees.
Yes,
Tell us about the treadmill.
Yeah, the treadmill is something that is very good and yet very complicated. And some people go on it for the sake of showbiz. That I went to the gym and I did treadmill.
And they take selfies.
Aha. Yet that is
I'm
not,
here in the gym.
Yes. And also I want to go a little bit about what you've said. Is it okay to be a gym owner when you don't know anything? That is very wrong. Actually, if you're a gym owner, you need to get a fitness expert to educate you. So that when you're setting the rules and regulations for your gym, whoever will be coming there will know these are the parameters. You want them to achieve whatever they want to achieve, but following the rules, because everything we do in life has rules and regulations. And the bad thing or the fakeness that is coming in the fake industry is people thinking I'll just pay my membership. These people don't care. They just want my money, go into the treadmill and do whatever you want to do. Treadmills have injured people's knees because they don't
How
know.
do they injure? Just explain.
Yeah. How they
Are
can,
you supposed to walk or to run on a treadmill?
there is a pyramid system. According to your fitness background, according to your fitness levels, you must get, and actually I must say soundly, and I ascertain on this, that anyone who has not used a treadmill, when you go to any gym, make sure that that gym has an expert who will guide you on such a complicated machine.
So what you're saying,
Yes.
today, if you became a member of this gym,
Yes.
when you come,
Yes.
somebody is supposed to get your medical history, your biohistory, what condition do you have? You don't just dress up, put on sneakers and jump on the machine.
Exactly, you've stated it very right. If you come, if I'm going to be a member of this gym, what my expectations would be, where I'm going, whoever trainer they have, whether lady or man, is going to sit down with me on a table and he asks me questions about my fitness background, my eating habits, my health statistics. Do I have, have you been diagnosed with some diseases? Are some things allergic to me? What is, when did I last exercise? What is my energy level?
But most gyms need the money, so they will just sign you up for the membership. And besides, Coach Bob,
Yes.
there are some people, you just look at them and see their condition.
Yes.
The guy is this size,
Yes, yes.
and as soon as he gets into the gym,
Yes.
instead of doing cardio,
Yes.
he immediately goes for a dumbbell.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
He's full of fat and he's doing a dumbbell.
Yes, yes.
And everybody is just looking at him. He's hurting.
Yes. His muscles, he's hurting his body.
And from there, he gets pain, and
Yes.
then he says, for me, gym
Yes,
doesn't
yes,
work
yes.
because I hurt myself.
And that's why I have to salute you that what you're doing is very right. Because you tackling this topic of fitness fakeness, you're helping many people. There are so many people who are ignorant, yet they have been told when they hear, for you to live longer, you have to be fit. For
you have to go to the gym, but they don't tell you what to do when you reach there.
So when you just go and have assumptions, because I saw Fred doing the push-ups you've done here, I'm also going to do that, without guidance, that is wrong. And at the same time, if you do not have someone professional to guide you, I would say bring like you a lawyer. There is no way when the government files a case against me and I say, me as Coach Bob, a fitness
I'll go
and
to court and
nutrition
do the case.
specialist, no, I cannot do that because I don't know anything.
So you're saying we are all fitness experts. We all think we know.
Yes, but it's wrong.
And some of us will even buy the machines or whatever and put it at home.
Yes, that's why I've given you an example that Fred, you are a qualified, experienced, smart lawyer. There is no way I get, even though it's a car accident case, and I say, no, me, because I have muscles, let me go stand before the judge. I cannot do that. That would be wrong. I have to come to you and say, Fred, whatever money you're charging me, I'm ready to pay because I have a case. So it's the same thing. If you've gone to a doctor, to Mulago Cancer Institute, and Dr. M tells you, hey, you have some signs of getting cancer. But my number one prescription to you is to start exercise immediately. So what you have to do is not you to buy gym wares and you run to a gym like this. Go get gym wares, come as the trainer of the gym and say, I've been diagnosed by situation A, B, C, D. The doctor told me to do exercise. If this trainer you've met is well trained and educated, he will know what type of exercise should I prescribe for the cancer diagnosed person.
Or the person with a back problem. Sometimes you have a back problem, you go to the gym and make it worse.
Yes, and I can try to demonstrate one thing before we proceed. There are another very compound exercise. People here and they say, I want to do my legs to look good and also work out my back. And they tell them that the compound exercise that does that is squat. And then you go to a gym, you find a gimmick trainer, he says, okay, let's do squat. And then he tells you, by doing that, you're doing half squat. You're hurting your back and you're not benefiting anything. Before you know, you do 2 weeks and then you have a back problem. Remember, you came to the gym without having a back problem.
You get a back problem.
Because of the wrong.
How is the proper squat done?
The proper squat, you find, or you got guidance, your legs a little bit apart like that. Put your hands here, because it's a full squat, it's a compound exercise. You go like that. You see that? Back. Down, like that.
So you must be straight.
Straight.
The back.
Like that, like that.
And you go down until you
down like that. You feel the back behind. Because the squat works the quads, the hamstring, the butt, and the waist, like that. Okay? And then you can also try to change the stance and do like this. 2 legs together like this. And then hold your head like this, go. Full.
So this squat is working on the strength of the leg and working on your back as well.
Exactly. So when, like I've told you that I've been doing variety of fitness exercises and weights as well. 31 years, if I've mastered this without an injury, that means I do understand what I do. So the bottom line...
Coach Bob, should somebody with the fat and all over the place start doing weights? When is somebody supposed to do weights?
Still, that's something like I say that when you go to any gym, you need to find someone who is a fitness expert. That understands to analyze your body, to listen to your story,
and give you the right fitness regime based on your
situation. Still, I'll use your profession. When I come to you, when I have a land case and I have an accident case, the set of action you're going to give me are not going to be the same.
Yeah.
You get a point? You know, Coach Bob, you have a land case. Where did you buy the land? When did you buy it? ABCD. On an accident, you say, Coach Bob, you were knocked. Who knocked you? You see?
So you need to do this.
Exactly.
Before we take a break, it's very popular these days.
Yes.
People think it's trendy to go and jog.
Yes.
And you are telling me during the break
that
many people are hurting their knees with jogging. I thought jogging was okay. What is wrong with jogging?
Still, that takes us to the full understanding of the science of exercise. I'll bring this explanation through our ancestors. Our ancestors lived longer lives, productive, happier lives. And if you see the surrounds or the environment they were using to exercise, we are totally different. Someone could walk on a Maram road. You see? someone could ride a bicycle. A bicycle is one of the fitness equipment that some people forget. You see? Someone could go in the field or in his garden where the ground is soft and walk all the miles he wants. At the end of the day, that's a physical activity. Now, coming to the back to the present situation, when someone hears, hey, Kiprotich ran so many miles, and I heard on the radio they said when you run, you become fit. You go buy shoes that sometimes are not even well cushioned. You get on a tarmac road. When you go on a tarmac road, every time you run,
Pressure.
you're pressurizing your knees.
So you're saying tarmac is not good for
It's not
running.
good for your running, jogging.
Where should we run?
Go in the fields, like I'll give an example here. We have Lugogo Indoor Stadium. Go to such a field, park your car, get
And
in the
run.
grass and run.
Not on the road.
Not on the road, it's even much more safer because now we do have a problem of traffic, ABCD, border, and all that. And remember, when we are doing fitness, safety is number one. So when you go on the grass tradition as it's been done,
So the grass is softer.
Softer?
It's like this. So it doesn't hurt.
it doesn't hurt. So we don't need to complicate, and still that takes us to the fakeness. Because if someone wants to get your money, Fred, will tell you, hey Fred, you want to be fit? Yeah, okay, you run there. But me,
Go and run around Kololo and all
me
these
as
places.
an expert,
But Coach Bob,
yes,
you see these athletes
yes,
we see on the TV.
yes.
They are running on a hard surface. The Hussein Bolts and so on. Is that the same like the tarmac or that's a special
I would
surface?
say like this, if you have even go and review all the videos and everything, you see on those fields where those athletic events are being prepared, the ground that is prepared is well checked scientifically in a well technology.
It's not
way.
hard.
It's
You
not
don't
hard.
hard. Okay.
But now if you run every day on this tarmac here, it's a problem. And many people have gotten it. You see them, they start putting cushions here.
I see them running with
Yes.
cups, knee
You
cups.
say, why do you have it? You know my knees. When you start getting into the background, when did you
How
start
did the
running?
knee?
He tells you. And for them, they think when I buy knees,
It is safe.
because they are not well guided, it's safe. But the simpler action is, why don't you go on a maram, let's say in a village, whatever, or why don't you go in the grass, or why don't you get a bicycle and ride? Like I've said that cycling is one of the best exercise.
Before we take the break,
Yes.
even the cross trainers are causing knee problems.
Yes.
Before we forget.
Yes.
How are they causing knee problems? Is it wrong for people to go and run that surface there?
Exactly.
The pressure goes on the knee.
Same thing.
They should walk instead.
The same thing as you've stated it, that the treadmill causes knee problems to many people. Someone comes with an attitude that I saw Fred posting a picture, he was on a treadmill running. I should also go do that. That is very wrong. Where we need so much education, guidance, and expertise in such machines, is someone comes and a trainer asks you, have you ever used a treadmill? And if your client is honest, who says, I've never used a treadmill. Okay, everything has steps. Even fitness has stages. We go baby class, we call it in fitness is pyramidic. If I'm going to use this bar to weight different weights, I'll start with a small. Actually, I'll start with a bar, warm up, go another level.
No, we want to show power. So you go in the gym, you get the heaviest weight. So everybody will see you and you're even tearing your muscles.
Exactly.
We need to take a break.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the third and last segment of this League of the Genuine conversation. If you've just joined us, we are having a discussion dealing with counterfeits or fakes in the fitness and health clubs where we all go. We are here with Coach Bob. Coach Bob is a very experienced gentleman. You've trained so many high-profile people.
Yes.
The late speaker, I think even the president, you did something with him.
Yes, yes.
But now, for this show is for the ordinary wananchi.
Yes.
So, we would like, from your conversation about fake exercises,
Yes.
Can you tell us if we have a problem with fake fitness equipment
Yes.
as well?
Yes.
Can you walk us through that?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Stu, and I also continue. Like, I'll continue saluting you for what you're doing, because information is power, and I totally know that there's so many people out there who have gotten into the culture of fitness, but they lack the basics and fundamentals. And the most important cause of the fitness goes within exercise and nutrition. And I want to talk about the issues that we are finding in the current situation of the fitness industry. That when you go anywhere, you find Fred, he puts on a suit, he looks good, say, Fred, I want to be like you. And Fred tells you, oh, I jump a rope. It's the rope that makes me to be like...
the nearest store to buy a rope.
Then you run to the nearest store and go, say, here, we do have 3 sets of the ropes. You see, these are brand new.
Where did you buy this from?
From Game. So, you see now, it says traditional skipping rope. We want to go by quality because you've seen Freddy looks good. You see?
It's already broken. It is broken.
I don't think I used much.
No, it's because you're too strong.
No.
Eh?
Can I break this? Can I break this?
That's a metal.
Yeah. So,
this is a handle which is supposed to. Okay, let me open it myself. Yeah. I am not as strong as you.
Yeah.
So I am going to show you. This is a what? A rope.
Yes.
Skipping rope.
Yes. It says here. It says traditional skipping rope.
But it has. What's the brand name?
The brand name.
But it's already. This is a new rope.
Yeah.
It's broken new as well.
Yeah. So,
and how much did this cost?
This says 2-year warranty.
2-year warranty? Maybe the warranty is that it can break for 2 years.
I don't know.
Huh? Is that what they mean?
Yeah, that's what they mean. That's 2 warranty. They know that it will stay there.
But now, Coach, yes. What is inside this thing here? Okay, it might be breaking, but when it has quality inside.
These rubbers.
Huh?
These are rubbers. Here.
This one has rubber. It has some plastic inside.
See?
Oh my God. And this is in the center of Kampala. Okay? So how do you skip with this? Trojan.
Yeah, Trojan. It's there.
Trojan brand. So how are you supposed to skip with this?
I was just trying to give you an example. Because why I'm giving an example, us as the fitness experts.
So you have challenges. If I come to you and you tell me to go and buy a rope, and I bring this rope, I'm not going to achieve the results that I'm supposed to get.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So you're saying there is widespread issue with the ropes. Are those also ropes?
Yeah, you can check. This one is also. This is Trojan cable skipping rope. You open so that I'm not the one to open. You open and then we'll sample.
But first of all, it does not have directions on how to open. Because this is something sealed. I think the brand owner should tell you how to open. Because I'm just going to bite or break, or I throw it down to see if it will. Huh? Because if you do not know the safe way to open something like this, how then are you going to open it? Coach, I cannot open this. I'm afraid I might break it. Can you try to open? But how do you skip with this plastic? I thought the rope must have, the ropes from our days were made of what? Sisal or whatever? Sisal. Now you have plastic ropes. You can actually skip with the plastic?
And that's what I'm trying to say.
But show us a proper skip. I hope that one works. Because we are opening ropes here, and we may not know how
This is even risk. I can't even risk my life to skip this. So, but my bottom line is to demonstrate to you the quality. See, when you use wrong gadgets, you're bound to do. Now,
you become a wrong guy.
Yeah, you become a wrong guy. So now, this is, we had three, I think we thought that was the strongest. Now, this is the, what do they say?
But Rob,
yes.
You have been in Uganda for some time.
Yes.
Who is in charge of checking the quality of these fitness equipment? Do you deal with any regulator? Or you guys are just gambling around?
I must.
Do you report this? Now you are my trainer.
Yes.
I have come to you as a client.
Yes.
I give you this kind of rubbish.
Yes.
Where do I report this?
Now this is where your work is going to help very much.
Because you can't go to police with this. The police may not even open a file for you.
They can't do that. You can't do that.
So now, where are you taking the fake ropes, you trainers? Do you have a dump somewhere you're putting?
No, they just keep silent. You can't do anything because if it's fake, where are you going to report when there is no set regulations where you can report such a thing?
Are there regulations for gyms and health facilities? Do you have like a code? The do's and don'ts?
That now still belongs to the respective owners of the gym, who can be mindful and say that in our gym, these are the rules and regulations that we follow. And still they are mindful on themselves that when they go to buy equipment, that equipment
must conform. But there must be national standards, even international standards.
Yes, they must be there.
For example, this dumbbell, I am sure it is conforming to some standard.
Exactly.
It's not just by accident that it's like this.
Yes.
This design is approved.
Yes.
The angles, everything, the material that is used.
Exactly.
So why don't we implement those standards?
That's now is a duty that has to be done by Minister of Health.
Minister of Health, I see Minister of Health.
Yes.
I see UNBS.
Yes, actually UNBS and Minister of Health, those two.
But I even see customs. This thing was imported.
Why now customs don't blame them? Why? Because the way you saw it before we opened it, we didn't know what's the quality. Customs wouldn't go into those details.
But they do. In importation, there's what they call verification. You are supposed to get the sample and check. If it breaks, you throw it in.
You as a lawyer, you can interpret more, but I think, like you say, that if we also put on that, customs will help. But primarily, it would be.
Coach, I see you have other things.
Yes. Yeah. So, still, I would open now. This one is.
What is that?
This is a yoga mat, non-slip surface yoga pilates that they use when someone is going to do exercise.
Why are mats important in a gym?
They are important because you need to protect yourself against an injury. You cannot just lie over here on this floor and depending on any floor, because remember we need hygiene. Hygiene is part of fitness. I cannot use this t-shirt for 3 times or 2 times. So you having this is part of the hygiene that you need in your fitness. So it's very important.
But you know there is a thinking that when you go to the gym,
yes,
you must have that feeling of pain. You
know, no.
Sweat.
That is very
now,
wrong.
This is a kind of softening.
No.
Eh? You must go and face it rough.
Every scientific activity needs tools.
So this is a tool.
This is a tool to use for you to achieve what you have to achieve. And
in safety, in cleanness, in hygiene.
Exactly. And protection as well. Because like I said, if you're supposed to do any exercise that needs your body to lie down on the floor, because every gym has different surface and all that.
And then you have people, different people coming and accessing. And so you don't know what you're picking.
Exactly. So now, this is a mat that is an exercise mat or yoga that you're supposed to put down to protect you.
What material is this? It's a bit soft.
They said it's Trojan.
But with the mat, I'm sure they wouldn't be fake.
No, these ones are not fake. And we are demonstrating.
So this is a good mat.
Yeah, this is a good mat. You know, when you're doing analysis of the tools, you have to see what is quality, substandard, and standard. Now, this is a standard.
So this is a good mat.
Yeah,
let me try to
mat.
exert some pressure.
Yeah. You see? You try to hold there and I pull. You see? Yeah.
So
now-
Trojan appears to have a good mat,
Yes.
but we're not sure about
The
skipping.
the skipping.
We have something else there.
Yeah. So now.
Maybe as you're bringing those,
Yes.
why do we have to ingest, to take supplements, to take, because if you're building,
Yes.
you have your muscles naturally.
Yes.
So you exercise them
Yes.
and they come out. Why must you take something artificial to get a muscle size
I must
which
say.
God didn't give you?
I must say.
What's wrong with you, the builders?
I must say, these supplements are made for athletic people, not any ordinary person. It's unhealthy for a normal person who does not participate in any sport,
Competitive sport.
competitive sport,
to be
take
taking
this.
these things.
Yes. Because realistically, when you're a bodybuilder, part of what they need to assess you and evaluate you, do you have a muscle? And basically, these are supplements, protein. What builds a muscle is a protein.
No, but why don't you get the proteins from the environment, from the food?
Yes, scientifically.
Why must you go and get something artificial?
In
certain-
sports nutrition, they recommend right, relevant proteins like this. It's not bad, so long as it's quality. So the difference we have here, that we don't want the ordinary person, the general population, that don't participate in sports to buy this. Because when you buy this protein, you put it into your body and you're not going to, you're not participating in any competition, it doesn't make sense.
So are you saying there are people out there who would like to get muscle
Yes.
quickly,
Yes.
artificially,
Yes.
they go and start taking these things?
Exactly. And how? Because
Open,
they
open,
believe.
we see what is there.
That's protein.
It's a powder. Show
It's
the
a powder.
camera.
It's powder.
So you make porridge and drink.
No, you put in, you get 2 scoops, put in water or juice and drink.
And your muscle
meal.
starts coming out.
I'm going to explain that.
So if I drink this one, I become like you tomorrow.
No. This, in you getting a muscle, is a combination. You need to exercise using the right exercises, and then feed the body with this.
So you don't take this and sleep and think the muscle will come.
No.
You also have to work
Yes,
out.
you have to work. So that's why I'm saying it's a combination. And that's why you need to get something that is good.
But you're saying these proteins are also faked.
Yes. So what I'm trying, why I want
But
to
this is
explain-
genuine.
Yeah, this is from America. It's genuine. You can just see. And usually what I can try to do to inform the public, that is your personal responsibility. I assert this. It's your personal responsibility to go to any shop or sports center and say, I want to buy protein. Can I see what type of protein you have? And since now we have technology, sometimes you go to the shops when you've done your research, say I've called these people, they are authentic, and this protein is ABCD. So
Yeah, but the ingredients, you see, like this one,
yes,
has ingredients.
yes,
And it has saturated fat.
yes,
Hey, it even has cholesterol,
yeah, that's
sodium,
yes,
dietary fiber.
yes,
It has vitamins. Now, the challenge is that with this world full of counterfeits,
yes,
somebody will put here that there is vitamin and dietary fat and it's not there.
yes,
And you have no means
yes,
of
finding
examining.
out. Yes,
You just consume.
yes. So
So you guys are setting us up with these supplements.
No, we are not setting you up.
Which can be faked. You cannot guarantee quality.
Yeah, we are not faking you up. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I will say this. You see now how this because these are two different companies. Eh? This is USN,
So what is that?
And they have said it's authentic product.
What is that?
This is still protein. It's more or less because proteins come in a different way. And this is ultra lean. And you see this one is Gains. They are different companies or different brands.
But coach,
Yes.
for me, I've never taken any of those things.
Yes.
I do my workout.
Yes.
I look for natural proteins in the milk,
Yes.
in the whatever.
Yes.
So are you telling us to leave the natural proteins and go for these tinned
No,
things
I'm
of
not
yours?
recommending anyone to leave the natural proteins and go for this. That's why I specifically said that it would be ideally for someone,
athletes.
for athletes who have, you know, when you're an athlete, you should have a nutrition specialist where they go in the lab, they check your body, blah, blah. If you put this helps you. But any normal person to go and buy this to take it.
But then why are these things sold in a game, in a big supermarket? That supermarket is not for athletes, it's for me and the other ordinary people.
Because maybe the seller thinks that there are so many athletes and other people, the market is there, people
And there's
can
no
buy.
warning.
Yes.
There's no warning that this is for athletes only.
That's
you
it.
put there on the shelf, it's glittering and it's nice. And
that's where now how those sellers have to help us to say, to guide people, because like you said, Fred, we having your lean body, there is no way I can tell you, prescribe for you that take this. When you come to me, you know what I'm going to tell you? Fred, your body, your lean body needs natural protein, where you can get chicken, you can get fish, you can get eggs that are boiled and not even fried, you can get fruits and vegetables, all those are protein. And you live as you are. You don't have to take this.
Coach Bob, we are told that it's time up.
Yes.
We thank you so much for having made the time to talk to us about fakes, counterfeits in the fitness industry.
Yes.
We are hoping we can find somebody in the fitness sector to deal with fitness issues for women.
Exactly.
Because I think that the different gender might be having different issues.
You're very right.
We would like to give you a chance to give your last message to our viewers, specifically fakes in the fitness industry, how to avoid them.
To our dear viewers, I thank you very much for watching this show, and I also want to take my very affirmative thank you to Fred for coming up with such an informative idea, very insightful and educative as well, to educate the world that as development is coming the entire world, we've got things that are coming up, and some of them are fake, and some of these things affect our health. So me as a fitness expert and a nutrition specialist, it's my humble appeal to you all viewers that from today as you're watching this show way forward, make sure you do single, double, triple check on when you're going to go into a gym, do a certain physical activity, be it outside or in the gym. 2, when you're going to do food choice, it must be quality. Don't just jump on such things like this. You're not an athlete, you've never even sweat for any competition, and you get this. I would ascertain this, that me as a bodybuilder, pertains to me to know I need a certain level of body mass. And for me to get a certain level of body mass, I need the right quality supplements that I can take in a periodical way.
Even food.
Even food. So it's very important to all of you fitness fanatics to realize that what will help you to be healthier, look good, feel good, be happier, be productive, live longer, avoid lifestyle diseases, is you to get the quality guidance on how you have to train your body, because we have different body setups. And still, for you to realize the importance of making nutritious choices in your everyday choices, in your everyday eating habits. I will salute Fred that for the last 15 years I've known him and I've been monitoring him. I've seen he has not gone out of order. That even though he has man all this, but he has maintained that lean body that allows him to perform above and beyond. And still I will insist on this to all of your viewers, that another thing that fitness helps you is for you to have the fierce confidence that can tackle any challenge, any situation in life in a very fearless manner, and then you deliver results. It also helps you to handle your stress in a responsible and sensible manner. And it also helps you to be a critical thinker, which I believe is one of your big topic in law, that you have to know, you have the keen sense of right and wrong, and what helps you is you eating good food, you exercise, then you're sober, you're steady to perform. So my humble appeal is that make sure you have right choices in your exercises, right guidance, eat healthier food, go for regular medical checkups to know your health status so that you can live your life to fullest.
Thank you so much, Coach Bob, Robert Sebugwao. Pleasure always to sit and have a discussion with you. We hope you have benefited. We hope you have learned a thing or two. It's not about buying the right outfit and looking good and posting that picture and going into the gym that you are actually doing the right thing. You can actually go to the gym and still be fake in terms of the exercises you're doing, in terms of the equipment you are doing, and in terms of what it is you are eating. We would like to sign off as usual by thanking you for being part of this exciting show for the time that we have been airing it. Would like to thank you as usual for sharing, putting the notification, the reminders. We cannot do without the support, without the audience that we have. We sign off by asking you not to be fake, buy and sell genuine always.